Good afternoon, Willow Springs. I'm Charlie Mata.
And I'm Cameron Varney.
This is Miss Peabody's first period class. WSMS News starts now.
This summer has been hot. Luckily, fall is right around the corner. Along with the cooler weather comes the spooky season. In case you didn't realize it, it's Friday the 13th.
It's also homecoming at LHS tonight against Liberty. Tomorrow is the dance. Y'all better find that groove.
Okay, back to something more serious. As some of y'all may know, it is hurricane season, and scientists say the warming planet will make the season one of the worst.
We've already had 2 middle school and volleyball games in our new district schedule, and we play our first Prosper team Tuesday against Hayes.
Good luck, athletes! All this and more coming up on WSMS News.
Welcome back. This is Willow Springs News. The temperature has finally started to drop, and speaking of drops, we've seen raindrops for the first time since the beginning of summer. Here's Andrew Herrera with the forecast.
For the past couple of weekends, we had a nice taste of fall with cooler temperatures and low humidity. In fact, temperatures dipped down to 50 degrees Sunday night. It was a great start to the week. We even saw much needed rain, but that's about to change. The humidity and temperatures are climbing back up, and we'll see near 100 degrees tomorrow. Sunday and the rest of the weekend looks the same, with the highs in the mid to upper 90s. This week looking very warm again, so bust out your t-shirt and shorts because it's looking toasty. We are still monitoring Hurricane Francine, which will be formed in the Gulf this week. Original forecast showed her possibly hitting the Texas Gulf, but she is battering Louisiana. It's been unusually quiet for August and early September in the current Atlantic hurricane season, but forecasters say that because of the early wind shears so far, there have been named 5 storms this season, in this hurricane season, including Hurricane Beryl, which knocked out power to nearly 3 million homes and businesses in Texas, mostly in the Houston area in July. Mid-September is a very active month, and forecasters say the Atlantic will have between 17 to 25 storms and the most ever in history. So get ready.
Thanks, and now for our top story. The weather changes definitely put everyone in the mood for fall.
Since triple-digit temperatures are finally behind us, everyone is getting excited.
I'm Madeline Cole here with Audrey. Audrey, what's your favorite thing about fall?
I like the football games, and I also just like candles and being able to cuddle up in a blanket.
I'm Madeline Cole here with Abby. Abby, what's your favorite thing about fall?
The football games.
I'm Madeline Cole here with Audrey Carl. Audrey, what's your favorite item off the Starbucks fall menu?
I like the pumpkin spice latte.
I'm Kelsey Sturdy here with Julia Brunson. Julia, what's your favorite thing about fall?
Probably Halloween because I get candy and playing soccer.
What's your favorite thing about fall?
Wearing sweatshirts, sweatpants, and leggings.
I'm Adeline Pickard, and I'm here with Gabby Gertz. Gabby, what's your favorite thing about fall?
My favorite thing about fall is that there's cool weather and I can wear sweatshirts.
I'm Madeline Cole, and I'm here with Katie. Katie, what's your favorite part about fall?
Thanksgiving, because all the food.
Thanks, guys. Charlie, don't you just love being able to wear a sweatshirt and not be hot?
Yes, I love the spooky season.
And homecoming is tonight.
Are you going to the football game?
Yes, of course. Let's go to sports.
Let's go.
We are 2 games into the football season. We are off to a hard start playing Cockrell and Highland Park. The 8th grade records are 1-1 for B team and A team. B team winning 13-10 after Aiden Cole made the game-winning stop. The A team won 32-22 with Jeremiah Johnson scoring 3 touchdowns and Luke Burton scoring 2. One of them being a kick return. Against Highland Park, both teams lost.
Coach Dodge was out there. How do you think that impacted the team?
I think they got the team pumped up and got it ready for our game.
You made a lot of accomplishments last night. How do you think you played?
I threw a touchdown, and then I got a couple tackles. I think I did pretty good, and I think the team did good too.
Thank you. Jake, how many positions do you play?
I played 4. I played running back, kicker, quarterback, and receiver.
How do you feel the first game went?
I felt like the first game went good. I had the first touchdown, so I brought momentum to the team and energy.
What do you think you're going to do for the next game?
Next game, I feel like I'm going to come out there, play good, hype the team up and all that.
I haven't seen a play but like.
I'm Charlie Mata here with A-Team. The score was 32-22. What was y'all's best highlight?
That's not.
Winning.
Yeah.
Kick returns.
Kick returns. Attack team.
Total. Punt return. That's none.
I had a kick return.
Kick return. 3 touchdowns, 1 on a go, another 1 on a go, and 1 punt return.
Ooh! Great crap. Thank you.
I'm Karen Barney here with Sam Smith. What position do you play?
I play defensive end.
How do you think you played in the first game?
I think I played well. My first half, I was really dominant. My second half, I was a little slow because I was a little tired.
How do you think the team played overall?
I think we were really good as a team. Our second half, we were really good. Our first half, we were a little slow to start.
Thank you.
Quarterback on the field. Tackled by number 2, Jake Capper.
Go! Let's go!
For WSMS News, I'm Karen Barney.
And I'm Charlie Mata.
The 7th graders are having a great start with their first game, with the A team winning 46-0 and the B team winning 49-0 with the complete shutout. In the second game versus Highland Park, they lost with a score of 13-12 for the B team, and the A team won 20-12. The records for the teams are 1-1 for the B team, and the A team is 2-0.
It was a great experience. His way of coaching is very player focused, very player oriented. He'll let you have a lot of freedom, which is nice, but you also have to know what to do. But he's a great coach. He really cares about the whole organization and community as a whole. So it's great to have him here. It's great to work for him as well.
What are you going to bring to the middle school from Coach Dodge?
Well, hopefully a lot of knowledge, right? Having played under him, having known the system as a player and now as a coach, I think I'll be able to also teach the system pretty well. Having understood it from both sides of the coin, really. I mean, Lovejoy's had success in the past, so it's really more like continuing the success. We had a hiccup week 1, but we played a really good football team. I think we're getting better, and we're all learning the system and adjusting, and we'll be better, and we'll have a good team.
At the high school, they are off to a rough start, losing first 2 games with the most winning coach in the state. We have played against Lubbock, Highland Park, and tonight we will be playing Liberty, which is a must-win game with it being homecoming.
We also have a cross-country meet coming up on the 16th.
The Dallas Cowboys won their first game, beating the Cleveland Browns 33-17, and are looking to have a good season after signing CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott to new contracts. With Dak's contract making him the highest-paid player in NFL history, making $60 million a year, there are some new rules for the NFL. Here are Mike and Max to explain.
The NFL's back, and many students cheer for different teams and have different opinions on the new rules.
The biggest new rule is the kickoff rule. The new rules where the ball is kicked at the 35-yard line and the defenders are at the 40. If it lands in the end zone, then the offense lines up at the 35. Also, the players on the kicking side can only run when either the ball hits the ground or is caught. This rule was an attempt to limit touchbacks and make kickoffs more fun. Now to call an onside, you must tell the referee, and then the referee notifies the other team, so no more surprise onsides. The NFL also banned the hip drop tackle to help limit injuries.
The hip drop tackle is like a really big thing that's just an easy way to tackle, and they're banning it because for injury prone, they're getting a little soft in the NFL now. I feel like we could really improve our tackling, but it just making so many rules with tackling, targeting, everything. I understand targeting, but like we need to stop making so many rules because before you know it, there's been so many rules, it's hard to play. The Cowboys play Sunday at noon against the New Orleans Saints, their first home game. And now for an update on girls volleyball.
I'm Noreen Sharif here with Avery Handline. How do you think C team did today?
I think they did pretty well. Gwyneth had really good serves, so that's good.
I think I played decent, and I think my team is getting better more and more, and we'll improve more.
I'm Noreen Sharif here with Lila Holloway. How do you think A team will do today?
I think they're going to do good. We have a few people that moved up from B team last year, so I think we're going to do really well as a team.
I think I played really well at the volleyball game, and my serves were doing really good. And as a team, I think we overall played really well together.
I'm Noreen Sharif here with Sage Hunter. How do you think B team is going to do today?
I think we can do pretty good today, and I feel like our whole team will be able to beat this team today.
I thought I played pretty good on Thursday, and I think that we played good as a whole as well, and the more we play, we'll just continue to improve.
Thanks again. I'm so excited for this year's football season.
Me too. However, there's a lot of things going on in the world right now. Let's go to headline news.
If you haven't noticed, there have been some changes specifically in Willow Springs.
We'll break that down for you.
The Lovejoy School District has now made 7 periods instead of 8. This is because of the 7-class period daily schedule. From this, there has to be classes mixed with GT and advanced students. These classes include history, science, and RLA, but not math.
Have you noticed that your classes are longer this year? This is because Lovejoy has decided on a 7-class period daily schedule. Because of this, each class is 5 minutes longer and leopard time is 15 minutes longer.
In addition, the school has also required a new credit you have to have for this year at WSMS. Now you have to have a PE credit.
For WSMS News, I'm Ava Compton.
And I'm Sayla Novotny.
On July 21st, President Joe Biden abruptly ended his re-election bid and endorsed his Vice President Kamala Harris.
Biden announced he was stepping aside after many in his party said they were fearful that the 81-year-old was too frail for a second term.
Harris is the first woman, black person, and person of South Asian descent to serve as vice president. She is now the nominee for the Democratic Party.
If Harris defeats former President Trump in November, she would be the first woman to serve as president.
We asked 8th grade U.S. history teacher Mrs. Novicki what she thinks the impact of the first African American and South Asian woman running for president is.
I think this is a really important question. She was a lawyer, then she was this, attorney general of a state. She's a senator for the United States government. Then she's been vice president. To have more representation is vital. And I think it makes people feel validated. And maybe one day it'll make them see that you too could go on a path like that and really do big things for your country.
So the 2 vice presidential candidates that we have this year were relatively unknowns. We have J.D. Vance, and both of the vice presidential candidates for the first time in 30 years are in the military or were in the military. J.D. Vance is on the Republican side. He's the vice presidential nominee for former President Donald Trump. He was in the Marines, and he was actually a journalist for the Marines, and he's a writer. He has a book, and it's called Hillbilly Elegy, and it's about his tumultuous childhood growing up in a very dysfunctional family, and he managed to get out of that dysfunctional family family and go to Yale. So, and he's a really good writer. And the book Hillbilly Elegy was also made into a movie. You can see it on Netflix. It was with Glenn Close. It's an award-winning movie. And then we also have Tim Walz, who is the vice presidential candidate for the Democratic side. And he was actually a social studies teacher, a history teacher, social studies teacher, and he was a coach. He was also in the National Guard, and he volunteered for the National Guard right out of high school. So we have two candidates, and imagine you're a social studies teacher and your students ask you to run for office, and he did and became the governor of Minnesota.
Here at Wellsprings, the staff and administration take safety very seriously. There are many safety procedures we have to follow in order to be safe.
So the Rhino Door Barricade is an extra barricade that is added to the door. Every classroom that houses children or students is going to have a Rhino barricade on it. They basically come in, they add a metal piece to the door, also a metal piece in the ground, and basically the backside of the Rhino, when it's engaged, goes down into the ground, and therefore you can't get the door open because you've got these two pieces of metal holding the door basically in the position closed that it should be in. So, DTEX alarms on the doors. All of our exterior doors have DTEX alarms on those, and basically what that is to do is so we know when a door has been propped open or left open. That way we can get over to the door and get it closed and secure. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Uvalde incident that happened a couple years ago. That was a school shooting in South Texas. Basically, an employee left the door propped open, and that's how the bad guy gained entry into the building. So the DTEX alarms that we have give off that audible sound you always hear that's really annoying. Well, that's to tell somebody, hey, there's a door open. So we got to get it closed.
A PLD device that is located on every teacher's lanyard has the power to alert Marshall Murphy when held down for 3 seconds. This is a very good safety device for anything can happen at any time.
For WSMS News, I'm Aiden Bloom.
And I'm Julia Brunson.
Charlie, are you smarter than a 5th grader?
I don't know, I think so.
Also, today is Friday the 13th.
Have you heard about the superstitions on Friday the 13th?
I have. But first, a commercial break.
The book fair will be open September 16th through the 20th. It will be open during lunch and leopard time during school days. Most definitely can buy books online. We will be open during open house, which is from 5 to 6:30. The money goes straight back into the library to help us purchase more books. The next book fair will actually be next year. We're only having one book fair this year.
You can't. You have to go around to the front. No, you have to go around to the front. No.
I'm a teacher. I don't have my badge. Guys, come on, please. Are you serious?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you can't. I can't let you in. You have to go around to the front.
Hey, get out so you can move the cone so I can get through. Okay.
Excuse me. What are you doing?
I'm moving the cone so we can get through.
Okay, we can't move the cones on campus, okay? They're all set up for a reason, okay? So make sure you tell your parents to leave the cones where they're at, okay? You go back and tell your mom. Have a good day. Hey, it's Marshall Murphy here. Today we're going to go over some traffic instructions here on campus that you may run into on a daily basis when you're picking up your students. Obviously, we want the vehicles here on the inner lane to stay with the curb. We want the vehicles over here in the outer lane to merge with the traffic over here, to pick up your students safely, and then filter out of the campus. This should look something like this. Come on.
Students, welcome back.
It's finally fall.
What's your favorite thing about fall?
We hope to see you tonight at the Lovejoy High School to watch our homecoming game.
But don't forget to pop into the fun stands at Leopard Friday before kickoff.
Here's Shelby, Peyton, and Grace with some homecoming history and a fun surprise at the end.
Fall in Texas means football, and football also means homecoming. And if you're new to Texas, as you might have already guessed, everything is big here, including our homecoming mums. In fact, the tradition of buying a girl a mum started in Texas and has been a Texas-only tradition until just a few years ago. The NCAA recognizes the University of Missouri as the official birthplace of homecoming in 1911. Not too long after that, the tradition in Texas of a boy giving his homecoming date a chrysanthemum started, and suddenly the corsage was born. The tradition grew in the 1970s and became bigger and more elaborate. Soon, the chrysanthemum was dropped and replaced with a large silk flower decorated with any item of choice. Girls can even buy a smaller garter for their upper arm. Now the question is, where do you get mums? You can get the supplies yourself at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or even Kroger. Many moms and daughters make them together. The Majestics drill team and their moms have been making and selling mums for almost a decade. So if you're new to Texas, now you know why we wear mums for homecoming. Mums are a huge source of pride for a girl and her school.
For WSMS News, I'm Shelby Steiner.
I'm Peyton Berg.
And I'm Grace Morgan.
Those were hard to guess.
Open house is on September 16th at 5 to 6:30, and our fall book fair is on the 16th through the 20th.
Remember to ask your parents for some book money to buy new books.
Our Lovejoy Color Run is on September 27th and 28th.
The Color Run is a fundraiser where you run outside in white t-shirts and get colored powder thrown at you. I know I'm going.
Me too.
Sayla also has another story about a scary flight her mom was on. She's a flight attendant for Southwest Airlines.
Sayla, what happened?
On Sunday, August 4th, my mom was working another shift at Southwest before she came home. Southwest made an emergency landing because of the strong smell of smoke. No one was injured and the passengers only had a slight delay.
And as soon as the airplane started speeding up and just about to lift off, I noticed a burning smell that had not presented itself. That were in the back of the airplane with me. They also noticed the smell, and when it got to a safe cruising altitude, I called the captain and informed him what we were experiencing in the back, which is a very, very strong burning smell. And we ended up turning back around and prepared for an emergency landing in Denver. And so that was definitely unexpected. The passengers were, I would say, fairly calm for the most part, but this is not an expected situation. They did a great job of following instructions and listening to what we anticipated. We anticipated a normal arrival just because we hadn't seen any smoke or fire in the cabin. Really not a normal situation. We ended up getting a new aircraft, and when we did, we learned that our aircraft had been involved in a bird strike the day before, and it had spent all day with maintenance in the hangar trying to clear out the bird, but clearly that did not work.
For WSMS News, I'm Sayla Novotny reporting.
Summer, how are you liking your new teachers?
They're great, but let's see if they're smarter than a 5th grader.
I'm Ivy here with Miss Miller. Miss Miller, are you smarter than a 5th grader?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, spin the wheel.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, what's 8/2 simplified to?
4? Is that right?
Yeah! Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Probably not.
Spin.
Want me to spin the wheel? Okay.
Find out.
Let's see what we got here. Ah,
Okay.
history. Okay.
Your question is, what year did the Titanic sink in?
$1932.
So close, yet so far. 1912.
12? Dang. Okay.
I'm Ivy here with Miss Smith. Miss Smith, are you smarter than a 5th grader?
I don't know. It just depends on the subject matter here.
Okay, spin the wheel.
Big money. Big money. No math. No math. No math. Ooh, science. All right.
Okay, Miss Smith, what is the closest planet to the sun?
The closest planet to the sun is Mercury.
She got it right! Let's go! Good job, Miss Smith. Okay, science. Okay, what is the process by which plants make their food?
Photosynthesis?
It's correct! Yay! Coach Clark, smarter than a 5th grader! Good job! Okay, science.
Ooh, I better get it.
Okay, what do you call the force that pulls objects towards the earth?
Gravity.
Yay, he got it right! He's smarter than a 5th grader! Miss Natalie, do you think you're smarter than a 5th grader?
It depends on the question.
Okay, let's do the wheel. Give it a go.
And I know I went backwards on purpose.
History! Okay. Okay. Who was the first president of the United States of America?
George Washington?
She's correct! I'm Ivy here with Mr. Lewis and Principal Eldridge. Do you guys think you're smarter than a 5th grader?
Well, we'll see.
Okay, spin the wheel. Math again. Okay. In the time 12 p.m., PM stands for prime midnight, post meridian, or pre-meridian.
Post median.
Post meridian or whatever.
Post meridian.
Okay. Oh, he's right.
Yeah. Oh, good one.
He's smarter than a 5th grader. Yes. I'm Ivy here with Coach Noyola. Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
I believe so.
Okay, spin the wheel and find out. Okay, math. Okay, what is the sum of angles in a triangle?
180 degrees.
That's right! Woo! You're smarter than a 5th grader. Ha ha ha, looks like a few of them goes to 5th grade.
Oh my goodness, ghosts! It's Friday the 13th!
I'm Madeline Cole and I'm here with Katie. Katie, what weird stuff has happened to you on Friday the 13th?
All the ice cream left my house.
I'm Adeline Pickard and I'm here with Cameron Barney. Has anything weird ever happened to you on Friday the 13th?
I got a dog. His name is Bean.
I'm Madeline Cole here with Grace. Grace, what weird stuff has happened to you on Friday the 13th?
Well, one time I was on a walk and there was a glass door and I ran into it.
I'm Adeline Pickard and I'm here with Gabby Gertz. Has anything weird ever happened to you on Friday the 13th?
A bird flew in my house and it was raining outside.
I'm Madeline Cole with Ivy. Ivy, what bad stuff has happened to you on Friday the 13th?
So on Friday the 13th, I actually got a black cat like right after school, and then that night my house caught on fire and burned down. Hold up, have you ever had anything creepy to you happen on Friday the 13th?
Wow, I hope something doesn't happen to me today. Hold on, where's Ivy?
Boom! Ah!
That's it for our second announcements.
Make sure to make it a great day.
Leopards roar as one. Roar!